Welcome back, everybody. This is so fun. We're having a Kajabi day. I'm calling this Kajabi Insider because I'm going live 4 times on my YouTube channel today to share all kinds of tips around building an online business, one that you love, one that perfectly fits your life and your desired lifestyle, using a tool called Kajabi. It's what I decided to use with my business at the very beginning, still using it today, 4.5 years later, and so thankful for this tool that allows me to do everything that I need to launch, create, market, and sell what I sell here inside Kajabi. So this session is all about offers. How do you make money with Kajabi? And as you heard from the first session, my goal today is a lot more than just teaching about Kajabi, but it's teaching you the right business strategies that are going to get you results. Because the tool doesn't get you results, right? Your focus, your plan, your offer, your marketing strategy is what's going to get you results, but Kajabi is what allows that to all come to life. So let's jump into it. In fact, I'm going to share a link to a blog that I recently posted because this is one of the questions I get from a lot of people, and that is, how do I make money online, or how do I make money with Kajabi? So I'm going to post the link to this blog post here. I'll put it up here on the screen as well. This is actually something that I turned into a podcast. That's why it has the number 40 at the end. I have a podcast called Launch Perspective, and if you go to info.launchperspective.com/40, it will take you to this episode and this blog post as well, where I outline 10 different ways that I earn money in my online business. And so we're going to go over some of those ways together. I'm going to give you a screen or a behind the scenes look at what they look like. And then I'm going to teach you how to create an offer inside Kajabi, show you how easy it is to do that. And so if you scroll down, by the way, you can listen to this episode right here on my website by clicking this little red play button, or you can always look up Launch Perspective on your favorite podcast app. All right, so let's get into it. You already heard, make this a little bit bigger. You already heard about the first way I earned money in my Kajabi business, and that was with coaching. So I was offering one-on-one sessions on Zoom. They would buy the session from me through Kajabi, like I showed you in session 1 today. We would get on Zoom and I would walk them through whatever challenge they were having, whatever thing they were working on. And sometimes it would be one session, sometimes it would be multiple sessions, but this is a way that I earned money in my business ongoing. I have earned money with coaching through all 4.5 years, but you're going to see in the charts I'm getting ready to show you that the percentage of revenue that it makes up in my business has changed through the years. So you can definitely earn money with coaching through Kajabi. Now, one thing I'm going to note here is a lot of people ask me about products in Kajabi, because if you looked at the Kajabi plans, depending on the plan you pick, you either get 3 products or 15 products or more if you go to a higher plan. If you were to get started on the Kickstarter plan, you get access to 1 product. So what is a product? A product inside Kajabi is something that people need to log in to access with a password. So if they're logging in to get a course from you, if they're logging in to get access to a coaching program with you, that can be counted as a product. But I want you to hear me that not everything you sell is a product. An offer is not a product. You can have unlimited offers inside Kajabi. I probably have 150 different types of offers. Not that are always selling, but like offers that I've created through the years. Some of them were just a temporary thing that I sold, or something that has, changed or had multiple variations over the years. My point is I sold coaching. I still sell coaching today without using a product. Because my coaching is very different. I help people with their individual things, and it could be anything from launching and scaling an online business to tech and a specific tool, like how to use Kajabi, how to use Descript, how to use Ecamm. So my coaching is not designed where every single coach or client I work with is getting the same material from me. If you have a coaching program where they're getting access to set resources, a set list of pre-recorded videos, things like that. There is an amazing coaching product inside Kajabi that would use up a product, but that you could utilize in so many amazing ways if you coach people where they're constantly getting the same information from you. It saves notes. You can actually hold your live sessions inside Kajabi. You wouldn't even need Zoom. So I just want you to know that there are various ways to utilize your Kajabi tool, but you don't need to use the coaching product to offer coaching. I never have. I just created an offer, I sell coaching, and then I deliver that coaching on Zoom. Everything gets notified through emails and automations and things like that. So lots of potential here if you coach in any form or fashion. Okay, that is definitely a huge opportunity, revenue opportunity for you. The second for me, and one of the most lucrative ways that I earned revenue for many years, is obviously through digital courses. As somebody who loves to teach, digital courses have always been my heart, and I created them. Like I said, the digital clutter cure you heard about in session 1, a lot of workshops that have become courses. I've created a signature course, which is my A to Z of how to launch with a challenge. That's called Challenge Launch Roadmap. So I've created a lot of different courses through the years. And you're going to see here in a minute how I've shifted from courses to a membership. I do feel like courses was the best starting place for me. I feel like courses in a lot of ways can be easier to sell versus an ongoing membership. Even something at a higher price point, believe it or not. So there's a lot of strategy that I can't cover today, but I just want you to know that courses are an amazing place to start. I recommend starting with more of a starter course than a signature course. You know, a lot of people will get Kajabi, they launch a business, and they're ready to create this 12 module thing. And I'm like, let's sell a 4 module thing first. Let's get ourselves on the map. Let's get people knowing who we are, connecting with our email list, create something that's a little bit easier to create for you, something that's easier for them to absorb. In today's day and age, so many people are looking for a quick win. They want something they can absorb quickly, at a nice price point, learn something, move on. And oftentimes, once they've experienced that transformation with you, they're ready to take that next step, and now they can move on to that next thing. All right. So courses is a great offer to have. Live workshops I talked about in session 1 as well. This is literally something you deliver live, which is so nice because then you can decide to repurpose it as an evergreen product that you sell again and again. Memberships are amazing on Kajabi. Wait till I show you mine. At first, I didn't know if Kajabi worked for memberships as well as courses. It 100% does. It has been everything I've needed for my membership. You guys are going to love to see the templates and the ideas and things when I talk about that. But if you have a low ticket membership, a high ticket membership, there's lots of opportunities here in Kajabi. Digital products are obviously those digital downloaded things. Maybe you sell PDF guides, ebooks, templates, any of those sort of things you can absolutely sell. The only thing that you can sell in Kajabi that's probably not the most ideal is physical products. I get that question a lot. Like if I sell a physical product, should I use Kajabi? You can use Kajabi for your marketing. You can use it for your education courses, things like that. But if you're selling physical products where you're shipping things, you're going to want to use a tool more like Shopify. Some people use Shopify with Kajabi. Some people use Shopify exclusively. But yes, when I say digital products, we're talking about things that can be sent online. Okay, they get access to it online. There's nothing that you're shipping. Again, if you have physical products, you may want to look at a different tool to add or use instead. All of these other things earn me money on Kajabi, and I didn't realize they would when I started. I truthfully focused on these first 5 things. And I thought, if I can eventually have these 5 things, I'm going to have it in the bag. I'm going to be so happy. Okay. And honestly, the opportunity that's come my way because of those 5 things has led to way more revenue streams. things that I was not expecting. And one of those is affiliate marketing. I'm not going to go into this now. I have an awesome affiliate marketing workshop if you have questions about affiliate marketing. But truthfully, just by building an audience and sharing tools I love, programs I love, resources that I know that will help them, by being an affiliate partner with all of those things, it literally pays me back while I sleep. So I put the effort in to talk about those tools. Honestly, what I'm doing right now is an example of that. So I'm giving you all tips and tools and resources of how to use Kajabi. If you decide not to use Kajabi, then I've done my job because I've helped you make that decision, right? That's one of my goals. Is Kajabi for you? But if it is for you, and now you join Kajabi through my link, that is how I get paid back for my time today. That's why I'm always happy to do free things like this, because I know that the rewards come in the end. For those who do decide to join my membership, for those who do decide to get one of my courses or get Kajabi through my partner link, all of those things are supporting the time and effort that I'm putting into my business. So do not underestimate affiliate marketing. I implemented affiliate marketing very early. You're going to see in a minute how it has affected my revenue over time. It's pretty crazy. The next two things, these make me money every week because they're traffic sources. These are two places that I am able to earn revenue simply because I'm sharing content that's drawing people to my offers. So don't underestimate the power of a blog and a podcast. I did not launch a podcast till 3 years into my business. So again, these are not things that you have to do in the beginning. My blog had launched with 3 articles and then didn't write anything again for like 8 months. So I want y'all to know that I'm not talking about like being a perfect blogger or being this powerful podcaster. Just by launching these things, they bring people into my world. Okay, because I want you all to know that I know the big question is, how do I find people? Well, these traffic sources and learning how to create content that draws people into your world, by having these various options, that's what's helping me bring add to my list, bring sales in automatically, even when I'm not working. That is the key. Okay, when I'm on vacation, if I'm sick, and that did take me a few years to get down, and I'm still not 100% arrived. Trust me, I am still figuring out better ways for things to build my list on autopilot. So it's always a learning process, but these things have all made a difference. Instead of just being an affiliate for others, remember I told you you can create your own affiliate program. Now, this is a feature that's on the growth plan of Kajabi. That is the plan I started with. And I have a very, very robust affiliate program now. Those of you that have taken programs with me, if you want to partner with us to earn commission by sharing our programs with others, reach out to us. We're happy to get you connected with that. But this is another way that we make money. So my online revenue roadmap program that I talked about in session 1 today, I have people who share that with others. That brings people into my world. And if those people buy that or they join another program of mine, they get a commission for recommending that program. Isn't that awesome? So another way to bring in additional sales. And then I mentioned this in our first session as well. By having Kajabi, did you know that you can also become a Kajabi partner? So that means that you can let people know when they say to you, what did you use to build your website? What did you use to create your challenge? What did you use to sell that product? How do you sell courses? Then if you're a Kajabi partner, you can share your Kajabi partner link. So all of these things are ways that I earn money with Kajabi. You can definitely listen to that podcast to learn more. All right, so let's take a look and see how easy it is to create an offer in Kajabi, and then I'll show you some of mine. All right, so when you're in the offer section, they really do a good job at helping ask all the right questions. But the good news is that as you're going through this process, if there's anything you're not sure of just yet, you can always come back to it. So if you were going to practice along with me, we're just going to go ahead and say test offer for this offer title. And notice how the very first thing it asks me is which products should someone get when they buy this offer. So remember how I was sharing, you can have unlimited offers, but the number of products you're allowed to have is based on your Kajabi plan. So under growth, I had access to 15 products. I now have an up-leveled version of Kajabi that gives me 30. So I haven't even used all my products at this point, but 15 served me very well for like 4 years, and it will serve most people forever. Most people are never going to need more than 15 products. But let me just show you some example. Right there's my affiliate marketing workshop. Is in this offer, should they get access to this? All I have to do is click this button, and anytime someone buys this offer, they're going to get access to my affiliate marketing workshop. Maybe I offered my business profitability tracker as a bonus. So I could click multiple things here. For my membership, for example, they get access to my membership, my member hub, but then they also get access to 4 other bonus courses. So I would click all the things they get access to. And just by buying this one offer, they would get access to all of these things in their library. So this is you telling Kajabi, what should this person have access to when they buy this offer? So I'm just going to leave those 2 things as an example. You do not have to have anything attached here. I could sell this pen, okay? And I would put offer title pen, and under products in this offer, I leave it blank. And it just means if they submit a payment for this pen, I know they've bought it, and now I can send it to them, mail it to them, drop it off at their house, I can do whatever I want to do without adding a product. It's called a ghost offer, if you were wondering. If you ever hear that term ghost offer, it just means there's no product. You're making a sale, but we're not delivering them something that's in the product category of Kajabi. Okay? Hope that makes sense. All right, so I'm just going to click on 2 things on here just so there's 2 things added. I'm going to hit continue. And right here, it's asking me the details of this offer. Now, I can always come back and do this, some of the details later, but I'm going to go ahead and just walk you through the process. This is going to be a paid offer, and they're only going to pay me one time. This isn't a subscription or a multi-pay example, but you do have all of these options here as well. And we're just going to make the price $49. I pick my currency. There is even an option in Kajabi now where you can let customers pay what they want. So if you ever have something maybe you do for free and you want people to pay whatever they're able to pay, that's totally up to you. You could click that box. And then down here is where you pick your payment options. Kajabi Payments wasn't around when I started with Kajabi, so I set up Stripe and PayPal at the time. I personally prefer Stripe for a number of reasons, but either is fine. So truthfully, if you do not already have a Stripe account or a PayPal account, joining with Kajabi Payments is the easiest option because it's just a little bit simpler setup process. But once you've picked one of your payment processors or multiple, then you're going to click what you want it to be here. So I'm just going to click Kajabi Payments. Do I also want to accept Apple Pay, Google Pay, Afterpay, and Klarna and things like this? This gives people the option to pay things in multiple payments, but you make the money up front. So let's say I have a $1,000 course. I could offer the course for $1,000, or I could say 3 payments of $400. But if they pay me $400, I am assuming risk if for whatever reason they don't pay those next 2 payments. Most people do. They complete their series, but you know how cards can decline and things like that. The other option is to just charge $1,000, and if they want to pay in payments, they can choose to pay with Afterpay or Klarna. There is a little bit higher of a fee on your end, but now you don't assume the risk. You get your $1,000 up front, and now they have to pay in payments to these companies. So those are the only times I would probably click those on. If I had a higher ticket offer, and I don't have a multiple payment system set up myself. So I'm just going to leave those blank, and I'm going to hit save and finish. So now we have an offer created, and this is like the back end of that offer. And from here, we're going to now create our checkout page. So in here, you can see all of the things that we've already inputted. We've got our pricing. Here's the products that are included. Now, I could come in here and go, oh, you know what? I'm not going to include these right away because they're not done. Let's say I'm new and I'm still building my course. So I don't want to grant it to them yet because it's not finished. So I could just click these off. And now when they buy this offer, I simply send them an email that says, woohoo, you're in. Access to this program will be granted on such and such date. and I can keep building it even though I've sold it. And then when it's ready, I can grant them access to it later. So I want to make sure I mention that because I think some people kind of freak out a little bit here because they're like, well, if they buy it and it's not quite ready, what are they going to see? You want to make sure your products are ready to be seen before you add them in here. All right. Other things you could add in here are an image. I definitely recommend that because you saw that on my checkout page in step 1. That's what's going to show there. And then down here is where you're determining a few things. Where do you want them to go once they bought it? I typically do an existing landing page, and it's typically a page that I've created, and you want to know the title of that page. So like, for example, here is confirmation page of a specific offer. So if I click that, it means as soon as they buy this offer, they're going to see my page that says, thank you for buying my 12-week sprint planner. Check your email for the download, or I could put the download on that page, things like that. So I'm telling Kajabi what I want to happen once they buy. Down here, I'm adding automations. Now, you can create your emails right here. I typically hit done because I'm going to create my emails in the email campaigns area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to then tell Kajabi when this offer is purchased, I want to subscribe them to whatever email sequence. So look at this. Right here's the 12-week sprint planner download. If I click that, it's going to take them, it's going to send them that email that I've set up automatically. All right. So this is where you're creating the actions that you want to happen once somebody's purchased. So I'm just going to hit save there. And so this is literally, I'll just show you what this looks like. So if I click on that email, this is right here. See how I'm in email campaigns? This is an example of a sequence. So as soon as they buy that from me, this is the email they get. Here's your 12-week sprint planner. Look, button, download your planner. So somebody was asking me earlier, how do I share PDFs with people? Well, inside your email campaigns, you can create buttons where you upload a file. And then your people will click on that button and it gives them that download. So any of those things can be done. And again, this is not a product in Kajabi. This is actually a PDF that I used to sell. Okay, so they would click on it, they would get the PDF in their email. This was like a $12 offer, and they got their 12-week sprint planner. All right, so this sort of sequence is something that I've done so many times in Kajabi that I could do it on autopilot. So just something to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and go back to our test offer. Now, the first time you are creating something here, when you click edit checkout, it's going to look pretty bare. Okay, so you can notice here we've got this space for a banner. I haven't added an image, so that's why there's no image up here. But there's a couple things I want you to know. Now, I do have some things kind of elevated on this checkout page because I actually, somebody shared this amazing free code with me that you can get access to. I actually worked with it a little bit and kind of tweaked it for myself. And this is something I do share inside my Ignite membership to my Kajabi partners if they need it. And when I say up leveled, like things like this little image right here, this little image right here, and this footer down here at the bottom, a lot of those things are all set up by code I've added. Your first checkout page is going to be a little more plain than this, and that's okay. That's what I used when I started, but I just want you to know there are some tips and tricks that I teach in my programs on how to kind of up level these things if you'd like. But right here is where I edit my checkout page. So you come in here, and so right there's my title, but I'm going to come in here and now put a description of what this offer is, what's included, how it works. Over here will be the price, and I can determine what information I need to collect. Do I need their name, their address, their phone number? You can see over here when I click save, it added all of those form fields. Other things that I think are super helpful that I wish someone had told me when I was new is if you go to additional settings, you can actually click this option right here. If you click this, returning members must log in and collect new member passwords. I like adding this feature to my checkout pages because I want you to see what happens here. See how it says create password, confirm password? When you add that to your checkout pages, and you only need to do this if they're going to get access to a product. So this would be if they have to log in for a course or log in for your membership. I don't do this on my coaching offer because they don't need to get to their library to get the coaching with me. We're holding that off of Zoom. But for other products, I definitely have them create their password here because what that does is it automatically creates an account. And so now when they log in, like I'll show you my example, the exact process. When they go to banishbusinessclutter.com, normally I'm not logged in, so let me just logged out. So they're going to go to banishbusinessclutter.com. They're going to click login, and now they have a place to log in. Because they created that password at checkout, their account's already created. They're not going to get another email that says, now set up your account, all of that afterwards. I just have them do it right at checkout. And I feel like it's a very seamless process. So they come in here, they can reset their password if needed. All of that is handled for you. But once they have signed in, now they go to the library page. So all of those offers that I'm going to talk about, I'm getting ready to show you, if they have purchased those from me, this is how they're getting access to it. They're coming into their library. If they have access to my membership, they click here. Here's Challenge Launch Bootcamp. I'm going to show you what these all look like on the inside in a minute. But this is one of the reasons why I love Kajabi. I just feel like the experience for your customer, your student, your client is so good. And now it's only as good as obviously what you're putting into it. Obviously, I did come in, I did a little bit of editing on this, not much. Added a very simple banner up here, but all of this functionality is coming through Kajabi. Of course, the images you use makes a big difference on how it looks. You can, of course, customize everything with your colors and fonts and things like that. But over time, now, obviously, this is an example of somebody who would have bought everything from me because this is just my demo account. If they only had bought one thing from me, it would just show up here at the top. And then on this page, if you scroll down, I even give options for people to learn about additional programs. So this is a great tip for those of you already using Kajabi. How are you utilizing your library page? Do you have a spot that says additional products and programs? And then these are called feature cards. And I literally just let people know what other products are available to them. And they see this when they come to the library. All right. So an offer is what gets people to this if they need to log in to get access to something. So one other thing I wanted to show you before I go into the offers is which of these things is generating the most revenue for me. It definitely changed over time. Oh, is it not in? It's not in this one. So sorry. It's in a different blog post. I just realized that. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to search Kajabi. I have a couple Kajabi blog posts. I thought it was in this one. Here's the other one. 7 reasons to choose Kajabi for your online business. This is the one I think that has. Oh, this isn't it either. So interesting. I'm looking for my graphs so you guys can see how I earned money over time. So let me think about this. Which other blog post would this be on? I thought I had the right one pulled up. It's not that one. Here we go. I bet you it's this one. 5 ways to earn money with an online business. It's got to be this one. So I talk about the 5 things that I kind of started with. Here's the chart I was looking for. So out of all those different revenue sources, how did it turn out in my first year? So check this out. Remember I shared in part 1 of Kajabi Insider today that the digital clutter cure was my first and main offer, in addition to some one-on-one coaching sessions on the side. And you can see in year 1, but this was actually March to December because I launched my business on March 2nd, 61% of my revenue came from that digital clutter cure program. 61%. So the course was definitely the main source of revenue. Coaching made up almost 30%, which is a pretty significant amount for me in that first year. So as I was building and learning, I was coaching more on the side than I am now. And you can see I was also doing some virtual speaking, and affiliate marketing was only 3% of my revenue that year. And so it was a small amount, but it was still like $2,000 or $3,000 in my bank account that I wouldn't have had if I didn't do affiliate marketing. Fast forward to 2023, and you'll see what happens over time. So affiliate marketing has gone from 3% to 30% of my revenue. I think in 2024 so far, it's 36%. So that means for the different programs and platforms and things that I teach people about, I'm earning extra revenue from those sources, and it's making up now 36% of my annual revenue. Huge, right? But other things, look at this, coaching, 5%. So I still make a couple $1,000s a year in coaching without even really talking about it, because it's more when people come to me. But my biggest source of revenue now, do you see how courses has dropped? Why? Because in 2023, I launched my membership. And my membership is my now biggest focus because it's an ongoing place where I teach online business owners live and in real time what the trends are. They get access to masterclasses. You're going to see all the goodness here in a minute. But I just wanted you to see that over time, these various revenue streams will grow. They will change. You're going to figure out along the way which offers you love, what offers your audience loves to buy from you. But it's definitely a process. Let me go ahead and grab this link, and I'll put it here in our chat. Yay. Oh, so good to see you, Wendy. Yeah, I knew a lot of people weren't going to be able to join live today. Totally okay. This is informal. You can hop on, hop off as needed because the replays will live on my YouTube channel. Okay, so you can always come back and watch this. All right, so now you've learned about the different offers. You've seen how easy it is to create it in Kajabi. But now let me show you what it looks like once those offers are built. And I need to watch my time. Yep, we're doing good. All right, so let's go back into Kajabi here, and I'm going to go into our products. So products is where you build all of the things that I just mentioned. So see how you have a spot over here for courses. This is that coaching program option for those of you that are coaches. Again, I don't use the coaching product because I just do my coaching sessions offline on Zoom. Community, we just started using with my newest program, Online Revenue Roadmap. I'm going to show you what that looks like. You can 100% use Kajabi for private and public podcasts. I do not, because I started my podcast before Kajabi had this as an option. So I use a tool called Buzzsprout. I'll be sure to paste that link in under this video once we're done. But Buzzsprout is what I use, but I obviously use it inside Kajabi. You saw on that blog page, I take all of my embedded codes for my podcast and I add them to my Kajabi blog. So Kajabi is still helping me market my podcast. I have a podcast page on Kajabi. So even though I'm not using the podcast product, it is helping me market my podcast, get more eyeballs on my podcast. There's so many things on my website that draws people to my podcast. And then the newest product that Kajabi just launched is called newsletters. Just came out. This is for those of you that offer typically paid newsletters in your business. That is now a new product feature in here as well. All right, so you can see I've used up, it looks like about 26 products. Some of these are test products. They're not actual products, but I want to give you a sneak peek behind to see what they look like. So let's go ahead and start with the Digital Clutter Cure, since that was the very first course I created. When I first launched this, it was much more basic than it is today. So I have made some changes to it over the years, but I want to show you how easy it is to get content into a course. So this is the back end of, or your view of the courses inside Kajabi. Whoops, I did not mean to click that. Go back. And so for this product, you're going to see a number of things. All of these kind of folders per se, these are all modules, okay? And you can name them anything that you want. But if I open them, you'll see that there's something underneath it, and those are your lessons. So it's modules and lessons. No matter what you identify them in as when you title them is up to you. But just know that when you're adding content, let me just hit this add content button. You can decide, am I adding a module, a submodule, a lesson, a quiz? Okay, what am I needing to add? And then you title it, you can add a description, and then you can add a thumbnail that represents that module. So for example, I'll show you my thumbnail. Here's my Start Here thumbnail. And you'll see how these look inside the product in a minute. Here's lesson 1, where I teach them about how to maximize and optimize their browsers and their bookmarks. You may have noticed that I have bookmark folders up here. It's one of the things I'm known for. If you go to banishbusinessclutter.com under I want to organize my digital life, this is definitely where you're going to want to start in how to create links, folders like this to get you everywhere you need to go very quickly. So I teach a more advanced version of that here inside the Digital Clutter Cure. And you'll see even my lessons also have thumbnails. But check this out. Inside the lesson, I can upload a video, upload audio. I can add downloads. You can see this downloads file right here. I can add text with links. I can add automation so that when somebody completes this, what happens? There's so many things that you can do in here. And I'm just showing you the back end so that you can then see what is forward facing for your students. I can also have comments. I personally love having comments on in all of my programs because if somebody has a question or needs clarification on something I've taught in that training, they just comment there. I get an email, I can hit reply, and then every one of the people going through my course sees their question and my reply. It actually reduces the number of questions you get. So I love leaving my comments on. Not everybody does. That is optional. But I love that when I'm in here, I can decide, is this ready to be viewable? That's published. Am I keeping it on draft? Am I dripping this out in a sequence? Like, are they getting module 1 this week, module 2 in 7 days, module 3 in 14 days? I can do that. Or I can lock it until they've completed the previous module or lesson. So lots of options in here, but all I did was come in here, add my modules, add my lessons, and then after you've added the content, you're going to make a second decision, and that is the design of your product. So outline we've done, okay? And that I know for a lot of people takes some time because you're formulating through the process. There are amazing tools here in Kajabi like AMA, I think they call it. It's basically an AI tool inside Kajabi where you can create a course topic, like let's say teaching adults how to play piano. All right, and I can hit generate, and it's going to help me create modules and lesson ideas. And then look at this, introduction to piano. Maybe this is lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. Keep going. Module 2 is going to be this, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. And you can edit these however you want. But the cool thing is I could hit apply here and it would automatically add all of those module and lesson titles into this product, into this course. So really, really cool, helpful tools are built in to Kajabi. So make sure you're utilizing all these tools. And by the way, I just mentioned this one helpful thing. Kajabi has a help center that is incredible. So many times I just come here and ask it a question, and it's going to give me an article that is helpful for that. So I think is it called AMA? It is. How to use Kajabi's AI assistant AMA. Oh, it's not an L, just AMA. Okay, so if you're curious how to use that inside Kajabi, you go to the Help Center, you ask the question, and look at this. When you scroll down, not only do you have links to various articles, but it'll give you screenshots. It'll do videos often that's literally walking you through how to do that thing inside Kajabi. So look at this. This is a video. They're always super, super short, and it shows you what to do, how to interact. So if you're wondering, I'm going to get into Kajabi and not know what to do, you need to bookmark the Kajabi Help Center. Okay, I'll put the link here in our chat. It's huge. Thanks, Cynthia. Yeah, my bookmarks folder training will change your world. Truthfully, so that is the link to the Kajabi help center. Sorry, and of course, in addition to the help center, you also get access to live chat inside Kajabi as well. So be sure to utilize that. And this is how to get access to my bookmark folder system, by the way. It is just tremendous. Grab a screenshot of that. Don't miss it. It's a free 10-minute tutorial and guide. It really will change your world online. Okay, so lots of resources I wanted to share with you. Hope you're keeping up with me. Okay, so Help Center, we've talked about their AI assistant. We've now created an outline for our course in this example here in Kajabi. But the second thing we need to do is we need to design the look of the product. So for a course, we need to decide, not just banners and colors, but like the feel of what we want our students to experience. And I just want you to know that there are many different types of templates already built into Kajabi. Okay, so I used their Premiere template for many years for this course. So let's just see what happens if I click on it. I don't know if this one's customized or not. So this is an example of what this course would look like in the Premiere theme. So it's taking everything that I've given it. I would have to update this banner, but it's done a really good job of grabbing my thumbnails, my titles, and you'll notice it has 4 of 16 lessons in here. I would need to change, obviously edit a few things, but this is an example of what it would look like if I was using this theme. Let's say they click on one of these. What's it going to look like? I'm going to go to post, and this is what the Premiere theme looks like. So it's really nice. I use the Premiere theme for a lot of my courses that have a few lessons. My countdown to Kajabi is built in Premiere. I think it's very clean, very simple. Many of you have probably bought courses that look like this, where they watch a video, they can get access to downloads, they can read about it, and then it literally will go right to the next module, next lesson, whatever it is. So this is an example of a course built in Premiere. But you don't have to build it in Premiere. There are other modules as well, or other themes as well. And so if I click on this install template, you'll see the different themes to choose from. So Premiere is what I just showed you. But after we built Digital Clutter Cure in more of a Premiere theme, it became a little more robust, and this sunset theme came out. And so what I'm getting ready to show you is in the sunset theme. I've also used this momentum theme many times. There's also gamify themes if you like a lot of gamification in your courses or your membership. There's a couple of them that might even be a little bit better if you have video. All right, so all of these themes are the design of your course. So you've gotten in all of your content, but what do you want it to look like for your student? Okay, so just make sure you play around with the different themes. The cool part is once you've picked one of these, like let's say I'm just going to do this one. It's probably going to show me a preview. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, scroll down, install template. If I install this template, I can play around with the design of it without interrupting my current students, because until I make this theme active, it's just in there for my use. So notice how this is marked sunset and it says active. But if I click on this installed templates, I can actually play around with any of these 3 themes without messing up my active template. So right here's the one I just downloaded. I can come in here and I can say customize and play around with it. Let's see if I like this look. So in this look, notice how it has categories. It has all of my lessons here. This gives me a spot to kind of have a little welcome page. And then there's a way for my students to collect badges. So maybe you like this theme. This is included in Kajabi. All right, so do you see how it has a very different look than the one I just showed you? Now let's take a look at what it actually looks like. Okay, because this is going to be the theme I used for this project is called Sunset. And so welcome to the Digital Clutter Cure. I have this spot that gives them directions of where to go, how it works. And then down here at the bottom are all of my modules, which I call lessons. I think modules for this course sounded a little too intense. So I call them lessons, and it has this wonderful menu bar. Look at this, so nice. So I can come over here. Some lessons have multiple videos. And so when they click on it, it brings up that video. Right here's their downloads. Right here's their text. And again, this is being pulled from my outline. So I didn't have to individually edit all of these. I just had to design the color of this sidebar. I had to decide what banner I wanted to put at the top, what I want to have on this homepage. So once that's done, Kajabi pulls your outline into the theme. And again, you get multiple themes to choose from. So let's pick a different one. That is Sunset, if you're curious what that one looks like. Let me show you a Premiere theme. Premiere, a good example is my Countdown to Launch product. So again, this has like 6 lessons, and it's just very clean, very minimalistic. I want it to be so just easy for people to digest. So when they come into my product, this course, this is what they see. They've got a banner. They've got 6 of 6 lessons completed. I have a little message here. And when they click on any one of these steps, they get access to all of the resources. So to me, Premiere is a great theme to start with if you're building your first course. There's just a few things you need to edit and tweak, and then this is ready to go. Once you have a bigger, more robust course, or you get used to working inside Kajabi, then you can choose other themes. There's one more I want to show you, and it's called Momentum. Let me pull up my signature course. This is a course that has lots of modules, lots of lessons, and so I felt like Momentum worked really well with that. Actually, let me do this one. So this is built in a Momentum theme. So it looks a little different. Instead of that menu, look at this. I have these little kind of drop down accordions. I can have people pick underneath. I have a little welcome video here. This is actually my Canva template bonuses that I include in my Ignite membership. So they get access to all these Canva templates from me by being in my membership, and they come in here and they just click on what they need, and it takes them to those templates inside Canva. But this is built in Momentum. So I just wanted to kind of show you that no matter what you're building, whether it's a course, a membership, this is an example of a digital product because these are Canva templates, all different ways to design it. Now, do you have to use all of these? Of course not. I like to be creative. I like to try new things. I like to teach people how to do different things. So my courses all look different, but there are lots of people who pick one theme and they use that theme for every single product they create. And that is always an option. The last offer I wanted to show you before we sign off for today is my membership. This is also using the Sunset theme. And you can see it looks a little different than a course, a little similar maybe to the Digital Clutter Cure, but in this case, I'm taking them to sections where they can get access to content. So my members get access to masterclasses, live Q&A events that I upload the replays for, a tech library. So when they click in here, they get access to various things. And so I just wanted to show this example because it works great for a membership, not just a course. So all of this is accessible to them. So if you've been trying to decide on the platform you want to use for courses, I just feel like Kajabi is king. There are other platforms out there. I've bought courses from people who use so many different ones. I can instantly tell when somebody is using Kajabi and when they're not. Because a lot of times I get into them and I'm like, okay, this content may be amazing, but my user experience is lacking. There's just not a lot of design elements, or there's not a lot of intuitive clicking, meaning I don't know where to go instantly when I get logged into your course, how the flow is. Some are better than others, but I just absolutely love how Kajabi gives us the ability to create an amazing user experience for our students. So in seeing all that Kajabi does for offers, please let me know if you have any questions. You can put them below this video. I have other resources on my blog that kind of walks through how to create courses on Kajabi. And of course, if you get Kajabi with my partner link, you'll get access to my Kajabi training where I walk you step by step how to create a product. So everything I showed you today, step by step, where to click, where to edit, how it works, all that good stuff is in Countdown to Launch. Quick show of some links you're going to want to keep in mind. If you have not officially registered for Kajabi Insider, this is the link you want to go to because it will get you access to replays and resources that I've shared in this series. If you do not yet have Kajabi, you're going to want to go to banishbusinessclutter.com/Kajabi. That is where I show you the different pricing plans, any current offers that are happening at the moment, in addition to other resources that I've mentioned. All right, so let me know what was helpful. Put that in the comments or under this video. So thankful for everybody that's joining me live, or if you're watching this replay. I just want you to understand the gift that this is. If you wanted to launch a digital business 10, 15, 20 years ago, you would have had to hire your own web developer, your own video production team, your own copywriter, your own graphic designer. And the fact that we live in a world today that allows us to do all of these things for ourselves with tools that are plug and play is such a blessing. And so I want you to take advantage and know that whatever it is you're wanting to create and share with the world, get a tool that allows you to do it well. Don't worry about being perfect, okay? But have a tool that's going to let you put things out in the world with excellence. Not with perfection, but with excellence. And that's what I love most about Kajabi. The fact that I know my students can find me on my website, learn about me, join my list, buy my offers, get access to my content in seamless, amazing ways. That is what is important to me. Okay. And that is why I feel like it is such a valuable investment in your business. So again, if you have questions about Kajabi, about picking an offer, launching your offers, those are all things that I can help you with. So stay connected with us. I will be back at 12:30 if you're here with me live for session 3 of Kajabi Insider. And in session 3, we're going to talk about content. How do you create lead magnets and content that brings people into your world? I'll see you there.